Alright, quick update on Waves for those of you that missed the stream. So, Waves has broken very nicely bullish in the short term. We're basically holding all of our fibs from this market structure, so there's not really anything bad to say about what we're seeing in the short term. If we come over to the daily, you can see, we're only halfway through the day, and we have had a decent amount of volume coming in to support this uptrend. About 16 million worth of volume traded today, 41 million the day before, almost 50 million the day before, 31 million the day before that. So we're clearly seeing an influx of volume at this moment in time. Waves has moved back up to rank number 51, and it has retaken the $1 billion market cap. So that is also very nice for Waves. We need to check on USDN. This is their stablecoin, USDN Neutrino, and basically the reason why Waves went on such a brutal landslide from like $64 all the way down till $4 is basically because their stablecoin, USDN Neutrino, absolutely depegged and went all the way down. And this wasn't the first time it happened momentarily before this as well. So it's good to see Waves USDN return back to its stablecoin status, almost back. It's around about 99 cent, and Waves seems to be doing good because of that. Now, like I said, we talked about this yesterday in the live stream, so for those of you who missed the live stream, the next target, in my opinion, is all the way up here at $12. We were talking about this yesterday being about a 28% increase. We've obviously started to move up since the live stream, so about another 22% increase to expect from where we are right now in Waves. I do think Waves is going to keep on going up to these higher price targets before we do get topped out. Mainly because we've come into these EMA ribbons so strongly, and on the 4-hourly time frame we bull flagged into the EMA ribbons, and as you can see here, this descending red line, if we zoom out, if we go over to the daily time frame, you can see this has been a super bearish trend line that's been holding us down since the 11th of April. So us finally breaking above this, and not only breaking above this, breaking above it with volume confirming the breakout, pairing this with the fact that our momentum indicator of choice, which is the squeeze bomb, has finally started to tick over to the green side for the first time in, well, months. Since the 7th, or since the 6th of April, we've been pretty much neutral, and we're kind of sitting around that neutral phase right now. We do need to get more momentum coming in. A lot of people think, because we've had this massive bounce from $4 to $9, now is the time to chill out and go sideways, but we're sitting in a ton of resistance right now. Waves needs to get moving. $12, like I said, is my price target, but it is also the moon line. It is the price to beat. Why is it the price to beat? You zoom out, this is basically the lows of this downtrend. Once we came up on this parabolic run for Waves, we came all the way up, tagged a new all-time high. Obviously, this isn't the actual all-time high. This was the previous all-time high. We came up and we formulated a nice bottom all the way down here, and you can see through and through this trend line was perfectly respected. Once we broke below it, it was resistance here, resistance, we flipped above it back to the support, and then it was a massive trend line. You can see support, massive resistance flip. So this is going to be a hard level to get over. Like I said, $12 is the price to beat. Where is the next price target from where we are now? Because if we take out $12, you can also see that the 618 fib basically perfectly lines up with that $12 mark. So if we do take out, your micro 618, we'd have to draw from the high to the low. Where would the next target be? Let's draw it from the candle body close to be slightly conservative. And your 618 fib, is this lining up with another double 618? Because that would be... Oh no, not quite. So your 618 would be $35. So if you take out $12, you do actually have a chance of coming all the way back up to these fibs. Now, bear in mind, I'd say probably the most important fibs at this point are these double fibs that we've got. Your 0.5 from here, and I believe when we draw from the original low to the high, we should have a double 618 right here. And to be honest, we've invalidated this fib anyway, so your macro fib as well, you've kind of taken out the floorboard on this, so it's quite unfortunate. We do need something more of a new setup for Waves, so While these previous resistance points, they are going to be a pit stop for waves, I definitely say the price target, the macro breakout of this would be up to $35. I don't personally think that's going to be happening. That is just the target. But like I said, $12, keep your eyes on it. I wouldn't mind trading waves up till $12, but then I'd basically be out until we saw something like this where we start tearing above the $12. Waves has a pretty big market cap for what it is right now as well, in my opinion. Like, I don't know if I can justify a $1 billion market cap for waves, especially considering the recent, you know, I say rug pull, but what I mean is the rug pull in the literal sense that the price literally just got rugged, rather than the devs rug pulling and leaving. But yeah, waves BTC as well, pretty much the same thing as USD. Tons of volume coming in on this, and we've basically run into the same kind of resistance. We're both just sitting in these EMA ribbons, and it's very, very nice to see that we are getting continuation while we are pumping into these. The Heikanaashi candles on this look very, very nice. You can see there have been a few times where you have initiated these little uptrends, so like I said, I wouldn't be bullish until we start taking out some market structure. Waves BTC has a fair way to go. Let's see, this would be about a 35% increase against Bitcoin, and this would mean that for waves to be bullish against Bitcoin, it would need to strongly break above the $12 mark, because obviously if it's going to move up about 22% against the USD pair, let's say hypothetically, keeping the math simple, that Bitcoin doesn't do anything and it stays flat, sticks around 30,000 for the next couple of days while waves takes out $12, that would still be, you know, another 12-13% move or so after you have that 22%. So 22% against the US dollar, and then if you did want to take that out, this is hypothetically speaking saying if Bitcoin doesn't move, but you'd need to move about another 10% after you do take out $12. So let's draw up 15% to be conservative. Yeah, around about $12 to $13, that's where I'd keep my eye on for waves. I'm personally getting in a trade for this right now, up to $12, but apart from that, I would be very much sitting on the sidelines for this in the long term. Like, I don't necessarily think waves is the type of thing that I want to accumulate in the long term, but that being said, lower time frames very bullish. We're getting some momentum coming in. The 4-hourly time frame is starting to chill out, but you know, you switch things over to the Heikanashis and it is pretty much a green fest where we've got some beautiful breakouts of these bull flags, and we've got a beautiful back test of the EMA ribbons. So all's looking good for waves. Like I said in the live stream yesterday, $12, that's the price to beat. Keep your eyes on it. I think we're coming right up to $12, like I said yesterday, but be very, very careful, because if we get rejected at $12, once again, this is a massive macro level. If we get rejected from 12, we're probably going to move all the way back down to the lows that we've got around about $2, or potentially even come back down to $4.92. So be very careful if you're holding a bag for this for the long term. I'm really just planning a trade on this, hoping that it comes up to some of these previous Bitcoin levels, because I'd like to increase my Bitcoin by 35%, so I'd be making a trade in Bitcoin settled futures, and if this does go up 34%, even if it goes up 20-25%, I'll be taking profit in Bitcoin for the long term. So all I've got for waves, as always, not financial advice. Cowboy out. Peace.